Alright, I'm gonna try to give a little commentary while I play because Daisy donoed for it. So, we have a Corvus, which is always really, really nice for Androxus. Both teams with the solo tank, so basically both teams die very, very fast, especially because they only have an Ashe. So it's... basically, there's a lot of damage on the field. Oh shit, I didn't realize someone was playing that side. I'm just gonna run away from that guy and then go to this side just to switch it up. If I fucking hit a fucking shot, he's getting healed. He's getting healed. I hit enough. He's got the heal stuff. Yeah. So basically, you know, the decision making that I had right there was fine. I just couldn't execute it because I caught one and missing shots. So I usually switch it up between this side and the other side. I'm just gonna shoot this guy while he doesn't realize I'm there for a second. And Jenna's kills are free. You just take those with Andy. Don't want to overextend here, so I'm just gonna back up. Also, I'm just totally out of cooldowns. Just want to poke at the dredge. Maybe he'll shoot at me, so my team will know where he is. Gonna go high ground against the Ashe and just like look to get some damage while we are ahead. Just want to always kind of move around the map if I can, so the enemy team, because they aren't using voice comms, they won't know where I am. And let's just take a kill. You know, you got to go for the KD. If I was really trying in a ranked match, I would not have ulted that. If you were really trying in a ranked match, what you do is you'd save ult until like the enemy team is getting set up to defend would be the best time. So now I can take high ground because he's low and I got a Fury ult. Shit. That was just good by him. He hit a grenade and hit a harpoon at the same time. They only have Genos heals, so I don't necessarily have to get anything more than caught 2. At least that's the way I used to play against Genos, is I would only buy caught 2 because you'd have 60% back in a year ago or whatever it was. But now maybe I bid it anyway because it's only 50%. So he's just... the reason he ulted right there is because it's a minute 30 left, so he has time to build an ult back for the next round. So you can basically always throw out an ult with Andy at like a minute 30 and get it back. At least you should be able to. And if it's a character like, I don't know, Mako or something, you want to give yourself 2 minutes if you're really trying. And like right now, the Andro doesn't know I'm behind him, so we're just gonna try to surprise him. But I guess he kind of, I don't know, backed up for some reason. This server's feel laggy a bit. Just talk about decision making. I have an ult. Do I throw it? We're one down. The enemy team's one down. They have advantage right now. I can't ult the Ashe because they have a shield, so I'm going to go over here and try to make something happen. He's going to back out. I can't push it. Don't have range. We're going to chip away at this Ashe if we can. Ashe is very low. I didn't have a fucking dash at the time. Andy won. Let's get that. Now we can ult because the enemy team's 2 down. We're just going to go straight in. Fuck them. You don't need to respect them at all. It's the enemy team, you know? Oh, got 2. And yeah, you just see an advantage and then you just push it. Like, I don't know that we necessarily had ult, but it just secures it, so it's worth it. In a situation like that, you're kind of fighting over 2 points because it's like either you gain 1 or they gain 1. So I do think it's very important to like win those rather than just like a point fight. You can. Have a place under my command. Might get caught. The only reason I would need Brazil is for the slow of Tiberius, so that's not really an issue. Just gonna get caught 3, Haven 1, pretty common items.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I didn't keep track of like how many people used what ults. I know the Andro's gonna have his ult because he gave himself enough time. Okay, there's 2 ults from the enemy. Now we're just gonna check this side a little bit. And I'm just gonna go right over to the enemy side just to surprise him. And I should be able to just die and get 1. If I would have hit a shot. 2 shots. Well, they saw me right away. What I thought would happen is that the enemy team would have pushed harder across the high ground. But I thought I could make something happen. Too much try hard. If I was trying hard, I wouldn't be talking at all, to be honest. But this is just commentary about like thought process. And now we're just gonna go up, fight him. We're gonna feed it a little bit, then reversal his. I missed the reversal on him though. Tried to go all in, make something happen, but not enough time. And yeah, someone Daisy asked me to compensate with the drama, so. People are literally asking if I'm ill. So this Andro is 1. We're just gonna check if we can find this. And yeah, you just want to keep your eye out for when you play Andro, like low HP targets that you can dash to get to. So someone's up here. It's good to keep the music on like 20% if you're going to listen to music, because the voice, not the voice, the footsteps are very important. Sounds, all that shit. Like I wouldn't have known that he was pushing that. Oh, so I shot through his thingy once, and then we just take that kill. Might as well just push this side. Just show up behind the enemy. We got a minute 40, so we can definitely get ult back. We just get some free kills. Always try to like when you punch, you need to shoot. You need to like left click, right click at the same time, because the punch damage alone is only 520. It's not really worth it. He got the first shot, so it's like, do I really want to push it? Don't have to push it. Gonna wait. The Andro is gonna want to take this high ground, so I'm just gonna wait a little bit passively on there. We don't have to do anything crazy. Just defending. Just looking for fights. Then we just run away, obviously, when you're one hit. We have Corvus, so we can take a little bit more risk when we go in, because the Corvus can heal me. At least he should heal me. And then you just dash because he does that. And that punch because I missed my shots. Ash is not using the range talent, so he couldn't hit me. He's just trying to do a all-in play right there. I might sit on this little ledge actually. We'll just, oh, he heard me. You see how important sound is? And then we're just gonna reverse this back. But
30 seconds
yeah, with Androxus first Androxus, you can always just dash when the reverse is about to come out. Cost 1 unknown. There isn't a category for the footsteps at all. You just have to like raise everything up. Haven's always really solid. I buy Deft Hands because I like to go in and it feels really good to have. The Androxus is low, so if he goes around the back, yep, see this? That's called patience, boys. That's what patience does. Patience and fucking game sense. You don't have to be amazing at hitting shots if you just got a little bit of game sense. Look at this. I almost picked up 3, almost 4. Just because I waited, you know? So someone just saw me. I can actually just kill this Ash. But the Andro's pushing. He's 1. Okay, that's Tiberius' Q. So Tiberius is very vulnerable. Actually just hit me a bunch. Can't go in now. So that's kind of like an opening. You wanna think about going for the Tiberius right after he uses the Q. Genesis. Genos actually used to be a huge problem with Andro, because when Genos would grip you, if you had your dashes out like this, like say, like right now, if I get gripped, in the old version, you would lose all the dashes, but at some point that changed like a year and a half ago, so Genos is no big deal. We have ultimate. We could throw an ult from... Probably the best place to throw an ult with Andro would be to go up the stairs, like, to high ground, but like high ground at the point. You know, steps on our side, and then just like dash up. I really hate like going across the stairways kind of fights. Just feels really spammy, and that Andro's kit doesn't suit it, especially against the dredge. So basically,
just what was called for.
Fuck going to high ground, and then we'll see, because they're gonna throw a Gen Assault. They're gonna throw a Gen Assault right across high ground, because they always do, right? Actually, no, they didn't this time. That's fine. I can just take this. And he's got his jump. I'll just try to get a range kill. Let's go help this guy out. I'm missing the shots again. That's a bad fight. There's like 3 on this side. So I'm just gonna poke. And now I'm gonna go for a spawn kill. If I get healed. then I can take this fight.
Let me save you from
If not, 50-50. He reloaded. I didn't. Oh, he fucking full healed. I'm dead. If I hit a little bit more, I would have killed him. But now I'm just a sitting duck for the Andro. See, what I should have done is like sat in that little doorway, and if you have the roaming emote, you can cancel it whenever after like 2 seconds. After the first 2 seconds, and I should have just surprised him. But I think the spawn kill option was the best that I had. See, they aren't capping it all, so I'm just gonna cap it and dash up. Cap it, dash up. Now I'm gonna run away if I can, but they see me.
Capture the objective.
Eevee's like competitively is really good with like the blinks or go back. So now we just want to stabilize. Teams kind of getting staggered. That's exactly what you don't want to do. If you lose a point in like those situations, you want to just fully reset. Fucking servers are lagging again. You want to die and reset in those situations is what I meant to say. Woo! I don't know what's going on with the game right now. Fucking lag. So we're just gonna go this way, try to surprise this dredge, stagger him, because... Oh, I thought he was in this hallway. I don't know where the TP was. So we just wait out the Tiberius Q, as always. But he's with his teammates, so he's not vulnerable at all. I have an ult that I can throw. Might just do one of these. You can hold into a corner and hold space, and on slanted angles like Jaguar, it'll let you stay up a little bit longer. Let's go for this Genos. He ulted. Damn it, he was one shot. We have Fury ult. We win these. So we back up. Reversal is not useful for killing people at all, unless you like... for instance, if you backwalk when getting Victor ulted and look up at the sky, you can absorb it. You can absorb ROMs somehow, but I can't ever do it consistently, to be honest. So Andy's on me, so we're just going to run away. But we do have a Corvus heal, so now we just take this fight. Oh, and a beam. You see, I just have an advantage in these fights because of the team comp. I would have, without interference, I would have lost that fight right there. But it's like, depending on your team comp, you can play more ballsy and stuff on Andy and be fine most of the time. So now they have like at least one at high ground. So now we're just gonna get out of that and go around the back. I just don't want the Ashe to be shooting me right now. Shit. Oh, luckily he didn't have enough bullets. And this is the best emote to have. It's very pay to win because you can just move around and you just left click to cancel it. Unlike most emotes where you have to wait a little bit after hitting the buttons. Did you just kind of commentary for off tank and damage? Yeah, but there's just like a lot less decision making to say rather than like, especially if you play something like I don't know, Tyra. You don't have the mobility to really switch it up. So I'm gonna switch up my start because last time it didn't work, and I'm gonna look for someone in the back line. Now,
3, 2, 1.
if I don't see anyone on the right, I'm just immediately going to rotate up to high grounds or just keep my eyes open. But it's always good to wait here, by the way, on a horse and just see like what the fuck the enemy's doing. So he just spent his Q. That's huge. So now we go. We just go. Fast you can before the team dies. Then we reversal that and get out. Now we go back in. Gotta go for Andy because he's won. Oh my god, I'm fucking lobbing too much. So Ashe is one. Dredge is one. But I don't want to push that angle. Oh, they're all low too. But yeah, those situations where it's like your teams are colliding on top, it's like you just have to go. You just have to throw out the ult and hope to get value out of it. It's not a fun way to play the game, but it is what it is. Overextending wood. would have been a problem with no Corvus. If you win the fights, then it's not really overextending. Overextending is when you go too far and then you die. So it's really like, let's just say, for example, I was playing Cassie. You would just like emote at a spot like this and then burst the hell out of people. But because I'm playing Andro, I feel a little bit more free. Like if I wanted to, I could just camp out this teleporter for the dredge. Now it's 2v1, and you see how Junin just goes straight in because he knows it's 2v1. So, and then the other guy helped him out. So it's just like, just being aware of like a situation. Like I overextended. I shouldn't have jumped over the fucking fence or anything like that. Can you still buy the dab? I think the only way to get it would be out of a chest, or like if you really want it, just keep an eye on like the daily store. You don't have to have it though. But this is just like earlier where I went around that side and then you just get a free kill sometimes. Just because the enemy isn't, like no one uses voice comms in this game. And I'm just gonna poke at this guy. And run. Wait out the shield a little bit. Now we go. Looking at Genos. Genos is just a, kind of a free. Woo! Holy shit. That might actually have been huge. If I was able to hit anyone with that. But this is not casual, this is custom, and I'm just talking about it game for commentary. Just to give you an idea of decision making. So we don't want to fight this Ashe, right? The Ashe just controls that entire space. So what I can do is, I think I'm just gonna throw this now while trying to take as little Ashe damage as possible. And because that trade went our way, he decided to not. Actually, now he ults. So I'm just gonna jump off right here, but I can maybe float back if I just hold space. You see? I'm just kind of delaying it, and that way they didn't kill me. It's a nice little trick. Very situational. Fucking missing the fucking shots on the Andy. I need to hit them. Okay, just gonna wait. I have to hold the point. Just trying to delay. Oh, the barracks. You don't have any ults. He's close though. In this situation, your entire team needs to just jump on it, basically. You can't depend on the tank being able to survive or the tank actually standing on it. Oh, I didn't get back in time. Could have maybe dashed out of spawn too, but I would have burned all my dashes. Might have been able to make it, but yeah. I think it was a very winnable game, and if I was trying to show also like just playing the game in different ways, but a lot of the time with Androxus, you're kind of forced into going like one way. Like for instance, if it was like split stone, you would always go lava side. There's not really a reason to play the fidget spinner side because other characters just outtrade you, like Cassie, Tiberius, whatever it is. And the positions you hold, like, you know, I'm dashing around everywhere, but if you be sneaky a couple times at the same spot, I got free kills because I was sneaky. That would probably be a smarter way, but this was kind of just a more fragging out. The better the players are, the more that they will punish you for like being in all those crazy positions that I was trying to do. And just that's why I like this map with Andrew a lot. And that's the end of the commentary.